put this thing down, so.
Take your time. I know you have eloquent testimony.
Oh, God. No, not real. Am I speaking to the mic?
If the red button is up, you're speaking into the mic.
Red button?
Yeah, you're all set. Go ahead.
You're good.
I don't see any red button. Of course.
Let's hope it's there, yeah.
Well, the person before me was so eloquent that I don't know. I'm feeling very tongue-tied. It's a little harder for me to express why this would be devastating to me. I don't volunteer. I keep thinking I would like to volunteer, and there just I seem to be overwhelmed by things that I have to do or want to do and can't seem to get to. I have trouble sleeping sometimes. I sleep very late, and then I'll go to the market and walk there, because if I didn't walk, the arthritis would get the better of me and I wouldn't be able to walk. But on the way back, I want to take a bus. I take buses sometimes just to be able to walk around places and see people. Circumstances in my life forced me to be somewhat of a recluse. So that's why I'm saying that there are subtleties here that I'm not quite sure how to express. I might want to go to Thayer Street. I live in the Governor Apartments on Governor, and I might want to take a walk to Thayer Street and have a little coffee, although I can't do that very often because these days a little coffee is $2 or more. And just have a little coffee and sit and read or do puzzles and have people around me. There are people like that. They basically are used to being alone, but they want to have people around them. And it's a good feeling to be able to do that. Well, on the way back, if it's like 9 or 10 o'clock at night, I might, or if it's raining, I might not want to walk back. I might want to take a bus. And it doesn't, the medical appointments, I haven't had a problem with that so far because I've been lucky with Logisticare, apparently. I'm sure my turn is going to come pretty soon. But the other stuff, in a way, it's medically necessary, psychologically necessary for me to be around people somewhat. I do shopping. I don't have a car, so I have a rolling tote that I didn't take here because I figured they'd have to look at everything in it when I walked in. But I have a rolling tote. I can only buy so many groceries at a time with the rolling tote and walk. And so I might walk to the grocery, and every few days I have to go back because something else runs out. But on the way back, I've got these heavy groceries in my rolling tote, and I really need to take a bus. I've got arthritis, as you can see, and I need to take a bus to get back home. I'm not sure. I'm probably not as typical as you would like to hear from, but it would devastate me if I had to add another $30 or $40 to my budget. As it is, I can't do the slightest extra little thing and not go over budget.
Well, you are exactly the kind of citizen we need to hear from. Thank you so much for your heartfelt testimony. I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And thank you very much for what you legislators are trying to do about this.
Thank you. We really appreciate that.
Okay.
Mr. Randall Rose?